Charles Omenihu, JD's boy. JD talked to him last year when he was ramping up to come back to the team. And he came back second half of the season, just had to add some juice to the defensive line. But now he is as healthy as ever. And we will finally have a full season, or at least the start of the season, with Charles Omenihu on the team. So we'll finally have a training camp where Charles Omenihu will be ready to ride out week 1 with the squad. And, he has his own podcast. He has his own YouTube channel. On top of that, he likes to post some things on Twitter, and he posted this ridiculous workout video. He's clearing a 33-inch hurdle, JD, and then right away he's jumping a 50-inch box jump. And here's the video right here of Charles Omenihu just doing some wild stuff.
I agree with you, Dave. Yeah.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just boom, boom. Look at that explosion.
Mm-hmm.
That's real deal stuff there. Obviously, JD he came back from the injury. He came back in the middle of the season last year. ACL injuries are always tough to come back. Any injuries are tough to come back from, but doing that, and it looks like he's coming back to form. So in his tweet, he writes, "Yeah, I'm back." And then in the comments, Emmanuel Acho, host of FS1 show, he put that boy nice, 3 fire emojis. Omenihu, who's very keen on his Twitter responses, he likes to post and delete sometimes, but Omenihu responded to him saying, "They thought I fell off, Acho. Boy, I love to prove people wrong." And this is a guy who wanted a big time. He was talking about extensions last year when he was still hurt. He comes back this year. We didn't know if we were going to bring him back. We thought he was going to wait it out and get a bigger contract. He came back to Kansas City on a 1-year, $8 million deal. So it looks like it's going to be a prove-it year for him to get that big contract that he wants and that he so deserves as long as he's healthy. So, JD, do you see Omenihu as kind of like going to have a big breakout season this year? Just, do you see it as one of the guys you would bet money on a player to come out and is going to dominate this year? Would you bet money on this guy to come out and just do his thing?
Yeah, I would. He just got that fire in his belly, man. He's a relentless guy. You could just tell how hard he worked to try to get back last year from his injury. And so that was all determination. That was all him. That was all will. So when you see a guy like this right now, he's just showing like, yeah, I'm back. The knee being that explosion just shows me he's been serious about it. Excuse me. So I would put money on Omenihu to come in and actually show everybody, who he is, right? He's been looking for a long-term deal. And so if anybody that I will put money on to sit there and say he's going to give everything he's got to get that deal, this is Omenihu. And so he understands also, too, don't necessarily have to be with the Chiefs. He'd love to stay here with the Chiefs, but he's okay of going somewhere else if he needs to at the end of the season if the Chiefs didn't want to pay him, right? But he wears his heart on his sleeve. When I was sitting there just talking to him, having a conversation, man, I could see it in his eyes that he is just hungry. He's hungry for it. And the thing is, it's what I love about a guy like Omenihu. He loves to have that chip on his shoulder. He loves to think everybody of the cards against him. Everybody thinks he's down. He ain't the same guy, right? At all. Omenihu, was he done? Is coming from over here. Omenihu's like, man, stack the deck against me, please. Okay. You put me in a fight or anywhere in the pound, I'm going to come out on top. That's who Charles Omenihu is. He's got a warrior spirit about him. And it's evident. It blossoms out of him. I mean, you just see it. Okay. So I'm hoping he comes in healthy. I hope he stays healthy the entire year. And this man right here is going to give you whatever they ask for and then some. So that is this commitment, man. He's committed to this. He's committed to trying to become the best. Okay. That's who he is, man. So I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it.
I mean, and finally going to have him for a full season too, right? I mean, at least to start the season, right? He had the suspension the first year, then last year the ACL injury, or then he missed most season because of the ACL injury. But like, and I've seen some people say, oh, like when he came back, he really wasn't much help for the defense. But Jenny, can you talk about like how yes, he did recover from the ACL injury, but like it's still like getting your bearings back to just jump right in late in the season, go in the playoffs, like just coming back from ACL injury. It's not as easy as oh, you're healthy, green lit. No, it's a process to get to the point where you can be yourself doing what he's doing in this video.
It is. It's a long process to just be effective. And here's the thing, though. So once we look at explosion, like what he just displayed right there, he was missing that last year. And I get, he's coming out and he's going to give it his all. He felt like his knee, like he still wanted to play. He still wanted to be out there with his boys. It was kind of funny because when Spags walked by us, I don't know if I said this to him, but Spags walked both of us. He said, both of y'all jokers need to be out here on the field. It was just so funny, but you could tell, man, he wanted to see Omenihu out there. And coaches are just talking to him. So, of course, he's like, Coach, man, I feel better. I want to get out here. I want to just do what I can, whatever it is. If I can make this team better, the pass rush, let me do it. Let me do it. And so he finally had a chance, an opportunity to get back out there. And, I could just tell he wasn't the same guy. He wasn't. And that wasn't, it's not really a knock on him. I think him showing that character that he wanted to go out there and do it because he felt like he could give something. Definitely. So,
because a lot of that is like, right, like I'm healthy, like I'm finally back, but still the mental of like I don't know if I can do my normal moves out there. I don't know if I can do my normal thing. It's having that trust in the know that you are healthy. That's a big part of physical therapy is the fact that you have to trust yourself that like, hey, like you're good now, you can do your thing. And now more time off from the game. He's obviously doing ridiculous stuff in the gym now. So he's got that confidence back as far as the mental on the injury that he's fine and healthy now. So that's one thing I love seeing in this. It's like, okay, he's good now.
Yeah, he is. He's where he is now than he was last year. Big difference. Big difference. So when he said, yeah, I'm back now, that's a fact. So don't sleep on him at all. I know we talk about a lot of different people on defense and defensive line. And I never want to get him lost in the shuffle in the conversation. Seriously, because we've seen what he's been able to do. We've seen his versatility going to defensive end and coming in and defensive tackle. We've seen those things. Okay. And we get a healthy Charles Omenihu back. We just in a better spot, a better position to go dominate on a defensive line. So, yeah, Marcus, look, like I said before, man, this dude's a warrior, no doubt about it. He's hungry and determined. And, if you think about how you want to use him, right, and especially in the rotation. And my thing is, shoot, Omenihu should start.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I'm just saying, some people might not, I think he believes that sometimes the people are like, oh, I don't know, Omenihu, is he okay? Or is he? Omenihu should definitely start. Now, here's the thing. If he's out there tearing it up like I know he can, some guys ain't going to get no reps.
Well, it depends where you started. If you're starting next to Chris Jones, the DT, then you can have more of a rotation on the end spot. But if you're starting at the end, then it's like, okay, yeah. And it's like that's that third year guy. The FAU's like, how is he going to get reps? Yeah.
Hey, I know Jelani's going. You're going to try to eat up some.
Another one too.
Like Dana. I mean, it's going to be a great rotation, right? I mean, shoot, what we say on the D line? We said 9 people, 9 to 10.
Yeah, I think you said 5 DNs, and possibly 5 DTs. Yeah. I'm excited because you can't really count last year. Obviously, he came back and tried to give us what he did, and I respect him for that. The fact that he came back and just having that presence there, his presence was there, probably more so than his play. His presence being around there kind of added some juice to the defensive line. But like going back to 2 years ago when he comes back from the suspension, automatically you're like, hell yeah. Like you see there's another dude in the defensive line and Chris Jones finally has some help next to him. So like you saw that 2 years ago. And yeah, it's last year he wasn't that same guy, so people forgot about what he looked like the previous year, but you saw what 90 can do next to Chris Jones.
Oh yeah. Well, Richie makes a great point here. The one thing that happened when Omenihu came back last year was he stopped the triple teaming of Chris Jones. Yeah, when he was healthy, we definitely see that. And so it changed the whole dynamic as far as like how they wanted to block us. And so you had to contend with him too, you know, because he's a bad joker out there on that line, man, for sure. 100% of story, yeah. So I'm just saying this just so we're clear, you know, because I know sometimes we throw different names out there, and Charles is a guy that should play a ton. And I'm saying there might be some dudes that might be on the sideline like this, like, when I'm gonna get in.
Checking the time.
Yeah. You know, holding the helmet, and you know, you want some water, carrying a little water bottle around for people.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Charles Omenihu. But yeah, that's a guy that a lot of people don't talk about enough. And I think that like he is talking about breakout candidates this coming year. I think he's going to finally have a breakout year because he's going to stay healthy. He's going to be here from top to bottom, from week 1 to hopefully at the end of the season as well.
And that Sherry says it too. He just wanted that ring so bad. Yeah. Because he didn't get to play it and win it, be a part of, I mean, obviously getting them there, but not to play in it. I know it's like, dang, I want to be a part of this.
Yeah. I mean, he had that major forced fumble in the Ravens game, in the AFC Championship game. I mean, he was a big part of us getting to that point, even in the short amount of time he was with the team. But yeah, having him from start to finish this year will be a godsend for our defensive line.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.